Hey guys, welcome back to my tiny corner of the internet, and welcome actually to my I don't know, maybe. Whoops. Sorry, that's just my two brain cells talking. But this might be or might not be my final speed build of the year. Everyone's like taking a break. They're posting like their final ever final speed build for 2020. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make another one during the holidays, or I don't know. Because I have literally nothing to do and I literally have no life. So maybe not. But welcome back to another speed build. And before we get started, I want to thank everyone who's supported us so far. With Christmas coming around the corner and everything, I just wanted to be thankful and just let you guys know that you guys are very appreciated, because my sister and I recently we have the same channel, so we hit 200 subscribers on the channel recently, and that just still blows my mind, because that 200 people is a lot of people, first off, and we actually set this goal of reaching 200 by 2020, and we actually did. So thank you guys so much, because that really means a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build, because this took me a month to make. No, I didn't work on this straight for a month. I actually procrastinated for a month and worked on this last minute, but same thing, right? So I actually started this in November. I had this like envisionment thing or whatever, just vision of like a huge mountain basically filled with presents, and it just be my take on a winter wonderland. So yeah, I had that plan and managed to procrastinate until December and finally got around for working on this. And it's basically a huge hill with presents with kind of like a Christmas village twist, I guess. So many people, or so many simmers have been making their take on a Christmas village, a cozy recreational area for the family, and I just wanted to give it a go. Obviously, this is nothing compared to like so many of other people's builds that I've seen on Instagram and YouTube, anywhere. But I wanted to give it a go. So here's my take on like a Christmas village kind of thing. You guys could see me first off start off with like a template. Sorry. I didn't really want to show all the like tool mod and present placing and like just landscaping and everything on camera, because this would have been like a 1 hour speed build. So I just went straight away to like decorating, and basically what I really did was just use tulle and placed a bunch of debug presents on a hill, and then I placed random blank rooms around it to make it look like a village. So you guys didn't really miss much. So here is the first little box that I decorated, I guess you'd call it. This is where I imagine this would be the cafe. This is like probably where your family would probably hang out, get some hot chocolate, or just sit and talk by the fire. It's very coffee themed, color themed. It has like a lot of browns and like warm colors, and I really like that about this cafe. I don't have a name for it. I kind of like, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking while building this. I just was thinking of the color scheme, so I didn't really have much of a name for this, but you guys could come up with whatever you want. And so essentially there's just a fireplace, there's bathrooms. I kept those out though, because I really had to speed this thing up, and I really thought the cats and dog chairs went really well, because it had like the same color tone, and also it was like it had that rustic feel. Anyways, moving on to the next bill thing. I do apologize actually. Now that I remember, I am all over the place in this build. Sometimes I feel like working on this house and then I work on the other one and it just gets all messy and stuff. But you guys can see a little peek there where I added a skating rink. The whole reason why I wanted to build this whole lot thing was because I wanted to use the skating rinks, because I've never used them at all in game, and they came from Seasons, I believe. So I wanted to give the skating rink like a place to be, I guess. So I actually got to finally make use of the skating rink, and it's right beside Santa's village. Well, not village, Santa's cottage, I guess. I also made another version of Santa's home lot thing. It's on the channel. You guys can go feel free to watch it. But this one is basically the meet and greet, I guess. I never knew Santa was a celebrity till now, the way I put it. But this is like where you meet and greet Santa Claus, right? So Santa would be here, you take pictures and just buy some toys or something. It's just honestly where you'd get that like Christmas photo, that cringy Christmas photo, and your mom would like hang it up by the fridge or something, and when guests come over, they just see you sitting on Santa's lap, just absolutely mortified, because that was definitely my sister when we were younger, and we'd go sit on Santa's lap basically and just take a picture. Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys were like terrified of Santa Claus. I was not. I was actually one of those kids who like loved Santa Claus because obviously he gave the best presents, right? But I do know that some people were like absolutely terrified of sitting on a man's lap who was wearing red and had a bushy white beard. But yeah. Anyway, so here is basically the platform area where the photos would be taken. I also decorated this like counter area with a bunch of toys and stuff, like maybe like this is where they check out with a special toy from Santa Claus. I don't know how it works, but I really took inspiration from my mom's Christmas party that she had every year at her work. Obviously this year was canceled, but like, you gotta enjoy your mom's work Christmas party because they give good food, right? Anyway, so then I just basically just decorated it with a bunch of clutter and toys and stuff, and that was pretty much it. I also added a camera from Get Famous, I believe. I think it is, but this camera's from Get Famous, posing as like the camera that the photographer would use to take your picture, and that's pretty much it for this build. It's very cluttered on one side, and on the other side it's like barely cluttered, so it's kind of an unbalanced build, but it works anyways. And I also thought this was the best place to put the Santa Claus's like meet and greet area, because it was A, on top of the hill closest to the presents, and B, it was the biggest box that I had. So yeah. I forgot what I was supposed to say. This is what happens when you plan out things you're gonna say on voiceover, and then you forget about it, because now I'm kind of losing it right now. Oh yes, I know, despite what the amount of presents there are on this build, I would say there's like just way too many presents everywhere. It's literally, it almost looks like a wasteland full of presents. But despite that, I kind of want to address this, but Christmas is obviously not all about the presents. I feel like I kind of expressed that a bit too much in this build, because the centerpiece is basically a huge pile of presents, and obviously that's not what I was trying to convey, because Christmas is obviously spending time with your loved ones, and obviously presents are nice too. I'm not gonna lie, presents are the only thing I look forward to, but it's not always all about presents, and especially this year, I feel like the absence of company from your parents or your loved ones or your family members, it really shows how much what Christmas really is about. And yeah, well, welcome welcome to my Christmas moral lessons taught by me. I'm gonna get back to the speed build because I'm getting sidetracked again. But to conclude, honestly, Christmas is just not always about presents, even though I overloaded this lot with a bunch of presents. But yeah, anyways, back to the speed build. I'm getting sidetracked. Here is my gingerbread corner. I wanted to include a lot of elements of Christmas in this build. I had a couple more ideas on what I wanted to have, like a snow globe home, like a Christmas train track with like presents and everything on it, but like I could only fit so much on this lot, so which is why I also want to have bigger lots in The Sims 4. Obviously that's a bit too much to ask considering there's still a bit of things that needs to be fixed and stuff just fixed overall in The Sims, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut right now. But here is the gingerbread area. This is where I also imagine this would be Santa's workshop, where he worked on all the toys and everything. I also did a similar build like this, like Santa's workshop, in another build. I believe it was StudioSimmer's shell. So go check out that one too. It looks very similar to this one essentially, but this one's way bigger. So I just overloaded this build with toys and everything, and I really think the toys are what make the builds look so lively and cluttered and cozy, and just really brings the Christmas joy, along with the snow, of course, because the snow is everything. If there's no snow, it doesn't feel like Christmas in my opinion. Yeah, that's just me. But here I added some toy boxes just to make things feel realistic, and I added some doll houses, some workstations, and basically this is just a very kid-friendly place. This is where every kid would probably dream to be any day of the year, because it's just filled with plushies and everything and just toys. Obviously, once again, this is definitely not a 2020 build because kids don't play with toys nowadays, which is kind of sad. I mean, it's more like a iPad or tablet type of wish list now for every kid, because I've never seen a kid play with a toy in so long. I don't know, just me, but this is probably not a 2020 type of workshop, more like I don't know, not 2020 type of workshop basically. But I just wanted to have the like jolly element of toys in this, and I really think it looks great in the end. And I also added these like not nutcrackers. Well, yeah, I added nutcrackers, but I also added firecrackers, and I rotated them with tulle to make them look like candy canes on the edge of the roof. And here is the second and final build for my gingerbread corner area in the whole lot. This is probably where Santa's would work. Did I just say Santa's? I don't know, but this is where Santa would work and, account for all the presents, make sure every kid has at least one. And yeah, that's why I overloaded with presents, everything. I was honestly kind of running out of things to put. I should have made a list on what I wanted to have and plan it out better, but you know me, I don't plan anything at all, and I just go with the flow. So I made this area like where Santa would basically work, and where you'd find this is where Santa would spend most of his time, and then he would obviously be sitting up there in the meet and greet area to greet kids and everything. So Santa really does have a 24-hour job, and you know what? We should probably sign a petition to give Santa a raise, because I think he deserves that much at least. So yeah. Here you guys can see me add some fairy lights, and then I also go back in and decorate the inside as well. I'm just all over the place in this build. Yeah, so Also, I've seen so many other people's Christmas village builds, and honestly, they look so amazing. Like, oh my goodness, you guys are like so creative. And I was trying to make mine like a bit diverse, like different, I guess, because everyone's is like very rustic and very, I don't know, cozy, I guess. But like mine is a bit too, I guess. But that's why I added the gingerbread area too, just to make things a bit different. I'm not sure how different that is, but we'll see. But anyways, here is basically the clothing shop. I used a lot of Get to Work, but in case you guys didn't know, if you have Get to Work, you can basically set your own retail shop. And this is where I imagine you'd get those like ugly Christmas sweaters, because I feel like ugly Christmas sweaters they were like so popular now. They're just trendy, and obviously there's no ugly Christmas sweater items in the Sims 4 catalog, so I kind of had to improvise. This is where you'd probably also get like perfume, expensive perfume, or like cologne that smells like peppermint. I don't know why you do that, but but yeah, if that's what you're interested in, then feel free to buy peppermint cologne at this shop. It's just very cozy and warm, small little clothing shop. I also put some mannequins on there, and now that I said that, I totally forgot to add clothes to them. So if you do download this lot, they're just kind of naked, but it's fine, right? It's fine. Other than that, I did also decorate it with a bunch of Christmas decorations, obviously. While I was building this as well, I also realized how limited I was on Christmas paintings. I realized The Sims 4 don't really have much holiday themed paintings, so that kind of was frustrating, but I had to work with what I had. Yeah, and while I was playtesting this build, I know, shocker, I playtested my build. I'm usually pretty lazy and I don't, but I playtested this one, and there was just an issue that I couldn't fix. I don't know if it was just my computer or not, but so my Sims couldn't really like get to the higher points, to like the higher levels, like where the higher builds were. So I'm not sure if that was just my computer acting up or not, but you guys will have to let me know. You could obviously try teleporting them up there, like to like Santa's workshop, or like, I mean, not Santa's workshop, but to like the clothing store or the meet and greet place, but it didn't really work for me. I did have to go in the summer to change the lot season to summer and fix the whole pathing issue, and like put paths everywhere, because putting paths in the winter is a pain, and also a reason why I procrastinated so much when it came to this build, because I couldn't see anything. Yeah. Anyways, here's a bar. I just wanted to have a little area for the adults, because even on Christmas, you still need that drink, right? But yeah, so the bar was very small and simple, but I thought this was where the adults would like watch, I don't know, Christmas football. Does football even come on Christmas time? I don't know. This is just me just kind of losing it at this point. I also did add basically what this part is just a lodge, I guess, kind of. It's like a kind of like a hotel. I don't know what to call it, but it's a room, basically a lodge, I guess. Yes, a lodge where a family could stay. Only one, yes. Only one family could stay. But I wanted it to be like, if your family wanted to stay here for Christmas, or if you wanted to play in this as a residential lot, you could obviously do so, because this is where I added all the essential stuff, like beds, a living room, a bathroom. I added a kitchen. Yeah, so I really wanted this to be like a Christmas holiday retreat area where your family could stay, and then during the day they could go off and explore, the whole Christmas village recreational area. So you guys can see I was very thoughtful of this. I did think things through, kind of, but this is where they would stay, like a little hotel area, resort place. It's not really a resort now that I think about it, but I did calculate, and you could fit up to 6 Sims in this build. I made well, I made space for 6 beds. Yeah, 6 beds, and there's 1 bathroom, so it might be a bit cramped, but this is obviously a temporary space. Obviously now, since with the new update, you can make any lot a vacation lot, so this would be totally perfect for a family to enjoy the winter season stuff. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's very simple. I didn't want to clutter it up too much because it would be then just looking like a home. I just really wanted it to be a very generic and kind of like basically a vacation lot. So yeah, so there's not much, but you guys can obviously add some more if you guys do want to. And then yeah, that was pretty much it for this little lodge, I guess. I still don't have the right term to, I don't know what term to call it, but yeah. Anyways, so then I also do move on to, I'm struggling to remember. I think I move on to my final one, which is the sauna. And yes, I did add a sauna, believe it or not. I don't know why. I was just scrolling through the menu, and basically I remembered I had spa day, and then I also remembered, oh my gosh, it came with the sauna thing, and I wanted to include that because I never did do in my builds. So you guys will see me do that later. Here's the kids room. I really like how pastel-y it came out with like the yellow accents, and like it's kind of really colorful. I did add some Christmas accents as well, obviously, because it's a Christmas themed build. So I hope you guys do like it. This would probably be where your kids would stay. Also, I did add well, you guys don't see it on camera, but for the bridge area, I did add a platform underneath it, so then you can basically, your Sims can basically walk on there. It's supposed to work theoretically. I've seen other people do it before, so it does work. It might not have as of the update. I don't know. Every time the Sims team update, something breaks and then it's not usable again. So yeah, it might work or not, but your Sims should be able to go up and get to the higher level builds. If not, you might just have to teleport them up, because I'm not sure what to do to get like Sims from one level to another other than stairs. So yeah. And then here is the sauna I was talking about. The sauna is very small, if you guys can tell. But there's just one room with sauna. There's a waiting room. There's like a cash register area to check in and everything. But other than that, it's just a very cozy and warm place to stay after a long day, out in the snow. You probably want to warm up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So on behalf of my sister and I, we both wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, and we hope you guys stay safe and stay warm. I know so many people can't see their families or their loved one this year, so my heart goes out to everyone who can't be able to see anybody this year and who's spending Christmas alone. I just hope that it'll be better next year and we'll have a brighter year next year, but hopefully we can all stay safe and warm and, just celebrate the Christmas season holiday thing with Zoom calls and Google Hangout meets. But yeah, hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday so far. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next one.